What's going on? We back with the Boxing Clinic and more. Some more top ranked news coming down the pipe. And I'm going to link this article into the description. And Bob Arum said on the Box Nation podcast that, Lomachenko only can move up one more weight class. Believes he'll top out at 140. What most people believe, like right now, they really can't even see Lomachenko going to 140 and compete. We're going to continue to speak on that as well. And he says he thinks Crawford is tapped out at 147, even though I heard Crawford say in the past that he probably can go up to 154 and do some things. But he said he think this is going to be the highest for Crawford coming out the lightweight. And he think, Lomachenko is going to top out at 140 pounds, Jr.Welterweight. Says that there's pretty much no way that Lomachenko is going to go up, above that, man. So, that's understandable. I think it might be a stretch right now to say that he can make, he can compete at 140. He got his shoulder hurt early in the fight with Jorge Linares, and that's a guy that moved up to 135. So him to be fighting natural 140 pounders, that might be an issue. But he says that Frank Warren has reached out to him saying that Terry Flanagan will beat on Maurice Hooker June 9th, and he says that he thinks Lomachenko coming across the pond could do massive numbers and do good business with Lomachenko and Terry Flanagan potentially locking horns. But Terry Flanagan just left lightweight. He was the WBO champion, and he got the hell up out of there and went up to 140. And by their rules, if you were champion at 140 or at a lower weight class, when you move up, you automatically the mandatory for the WBO belt at the next stage. So we'll see. Lomachenko got to continue to put some mass on and get stronger at 135, and that will happen. Just gain experience. I think he needs at least four or five fights at least at lightweight to think about moving up to 140. But it's really not a lot there at lightweight. Raymundo Beltran, and then if Mikey beats Easter and Mikey moves up, and it's nothing there. You got Timo Lopez, who's a top ranked fighter, but he's a ways away for being ready. You got Devin Haney that's moving up in the rankings. He's away from being ready. I mean, it's really nobody else there. You got Richard Kami, Shavakov moved out of there. There's not a lot of guys there, but he said for Terence Crawford that he think 147 is the limit for him. And this is Bob Arum saying that that's it. He's just guessing, but he probably got a good idea with meeting with these guys on a regular basis. So basically he'll never put Lomachenko in there with Terence Crawford. I'll say that right now. So you can kiss the rings on that one. So for Crawford, that's understandable. We don't know how he's gonna do at 147. The Jeff Horn fight is gonna be very, very revealing. And like I said, I got those prediction videos. I'm gonna start cooking them tomorrow. I'm gonna drop probably one Sunday and two on next Monday, the week of the fight. If you don't know, that's when I drop the prediction videos, usually on Monday. But a lot of fights coming this weekend. I got to start, breaking down film tape and being thorough so I can give a good breakdown prediction video that you guys definitely deserve my full attention and my best work that I can do to help, give y'all a good idea of how the fight gonna go. But, yeah, man, maybe Crawford, this is it. He is a little light in the ass with some of the top heavier welterweights right now. And Jeff Horn, Keith Thurman, whenever he fights in Terence Crawford, even Sean Porter's a guy who's fought as high as middleweight in amateurs and came on down to 147. He was a 154 pounder before he came down to 147 as well. So, yeah, we'll see what, they would do with Terence Crawford. But, Lomachenko, that's a more intriguing weight right there because Crawford had moved up a few times, because, Lomachenko moved up a few times, but, 126, 130, 135 is not as popular as, 140 and 147, especially 147. Everybody want to see the moves that Crawford make at 147 and see his physical prowess. But this is the guy, Crawford, that was walking around at 177 or some shit like that in between the Ndongo fight, you know what I'm saying? And now. So he had a long layoff as well. It could be some rust, but he said he gave him an opportunity for his body to heal before taking on Jeff Horn. And we're going to see what he do at 147. If Jeff Horn spark him and beat that ass, that's going to be very, very revealing, man. Very revealing. He might have to go back down and squeeze down. But I expect that, Crawford is going to put his big boy pants on and handle his business partner versus Jeff Horn. And I just want to see it, man. I just want to see that fight. That's a highly anticipated fight by TBC and more. And we're going to continue to talk about that fight all the way through to when they fight. And Lomachenko, we got much love and respect for what he's doing in the sport of boxing. Earl Spence raised him as the pound-for-pound number one. That's the premier boxing champion. Giving him his respect. And, both of these guys continue to have a bright future. But the weight thing is way more interesting I'm way more interested to see what Lomachenko can do, because he didn't hurt his shoulder in his first fight at lightweight, so he gonna have to take it easy and he probably do something different as far as making the weight and letting his body get tighter and strengthening his body, especially after that shoulder injury. That's a tricky injury to come back from. So we'll see. And the article links in the description if I didn't mention it before. TBC and more. We gone, y'all.